Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. We are going to be playing with some brand new makeup. I told you guys in my last few videos that the next several videos on my channel are going to be specifically reviewing brand new makeup because there are so many beautiful, amazing releases. It's the holidays. A lot of brands are just coming out with a lot of things, and a lot of things are inspiring me. So we're going to be talking about a lot of eyeshadow. What we're going to be reviewing today is an eyeshadow and a highlighter palette. I have the brand new AS Cosmetics. This is the Gold Dust highlighter palette and the 24 Karat Gold eyeshadow palette. There's also 4 glosses that launched in this collection. I decided not to pick those up. I am trying to be a little bit choosy in what I decide to review. I have so many lip products, lip glosses. I just really didn't need them, and most of what inspired me was these 2 palettes. So we will get into it. We'll talk about some swatches, we'll talk about some pricing, where you can get these 2 palettes, and then of course we will zoom the camera in and I will create a look and we will do a first impressions, test these shadows and these highlighters out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So each of these palettes are $22 a piece. AS Cosmetics is actually something that was started by Amber Scholl. She is a YouTuber here on YouTube. She does, I believe she does some vlogging, but a lot of the videos that I've seen from her are kind of like DIY clothing, fashion-based stuff. She's absolutely adorable. From the few videos that I watched from her, I did kind of want to get an idea of who Amber was before even sitting down to review these palettes, because I think it's absolutely amazing, and congratulations to her for launching this and starting something like this. From what I found was that these are very representative of who she is. She seems very extra, very bougie, just very luxurious in her style, and I think even with the packaging and how these palettes look, that really does represent who she is. The shade names are hilarious in the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter palette as well, so we will touch on that. These palettes are available exclusively through Shop Hush. I ordered mine through the app because, of course, when you order on the app, you do get free shipping and you get points and all that stuff. I don't know if you get those same perks from the website. I know that you have to spend, I think, $25 if you shop through their website versus the app to actually get the free shipping. So let's talk about the eyeshadow palette first. This is the 24 Karat Gold eyeshadow collection. It's called, again, from AS Cosmetics. The packaging is beautiful. I love it. It's like a matte black. It's got this gold foil on it. I think it's just absolutely stunning, and it feels very, very luxurious. Shade names are listed on the back of the palette. You do get a nice mirror on the inside, and then of course here are all these shades. So I will go ahead and insert some swatches here for you as well, just so you can get a kind of idea of how these swatch, how they look on the skin. There is mostly reflective metallic shadows in this palette. There are 3 matte shades. I really truly feel that the mattes that are in here are pretty much all you would need to really create a look with this palette. You've got a beige shade, a transition shade, and then you've got a black shade to deepen up the outer corners, or if you want to create a more sultry, darker look. So the shade names on here are hilarious. Starting with the top row, we have Splurge, Luxury Tax, Self-Made, 24 Karat, Bankroll, Direct Deposit, All Natural, Prenup, which is hilarious, New Money, 401k, Just for Show. Then we have Pretty Please, Maxed Out, Payday, Knockoff, and Filthy. New Money is one that I am really intrigued by. It's like that very deep kind of foresty green. It literally reminds me of what is printed on American money. Totally that color. It looks beautiful. I think I might incorporate that into my look today. I'm not 100% sure. Let's bounce quickly and talk about the highlight palette. So this is the Gold Dust highlight palette. Again, same exact type of packaging, matte black with the gold foil. Here's what the actual palette looks like. Again, it looks just like the unit carton. You've got shade names on the back. Open it up and I think it's great. Again, you get another mirror inside, and you've got 4 very large highlighter pans inside. So the shade names on this one, we've got PJ, Like a Lady, After Hours, and Penniless. I will also insert some swatches here of this palette for you as well. These are pretty much my favorite type of highlighting shades. Again, they're very neutral, very gold tone. I like that you've got like a peachy rose gold right here. And I feel like really a lot of different skin tones can pull off these shades. So I am super excited to dive into that. Obviously, I have a full base on, brows. I haven't put on any eye primer or anything like that yet. So let's go ahead and zoom the camera in. We will start with an eyeshadow look and see what we can come up with this beautiful 24 karat eyeshadow palette. All right, so to prime the lid, since we are using Shop Hush items, I'm going to use my favorite eyeshadow primer. This is from Bad Habit. This is their eyeshadow primer. That's literally what it's called. You can order this, get free shipping from the Shop Hush app, and spend literally $6 and get it shipped to you. Their shipping was extremely fast. I bought this collection, this palette, and this highlight collection the day that it launched, and I literally got it in, I think it was like 3 days. No joke. So let's go ahead and set the primer. I'm going to take my Delium Tools. This is the 785 tapered blending brush, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here, Prenup. Coat the brush really well, not a lot of kick up. And I'm just going to use this as kind of like my base shade and to set down that primer. Sometimes I don't set my primer. It really just depends on the types of shadows that I'm working with. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to dip into any of these pressed glitter foiled shades. If I do, I can tell they look very soft and a bit crumbly. I might dip into some of my NYX glitter glue, but we'll see. All right, so that went on beautifully, bright, just as pigmented as I would expect for a shade like that. All right, so now we need to decide what type of look we are going to create. I think I'm going to go a little bit smoky with this, you guys. So what I'm going to start off with is this shade right here, All Natural. I'm going to start off with my Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the JH33. I'm going to gently dip into that. Again, what's nice, I don't see a lot of kick up. I'm going to focus more so on the outer part of my crease. Once I build that up, I then will bring it into the inner corner. But I want most of the shading to be on the outside of the eye, so more on the outer corner. So far, that blended pretty easily. I think it's going nice on the eye. All right, so that blended well. I think it looks beautiful. This is kind of a very classic neutral transition shade. You could use this shade really in any neutral look that you create. I really like that that shade is in this palette because I think without it, a lot of people would have been lost. And I think it's great that she incorporated some very critical matte shades that would need to be in a palette like this so that you can create a full look. It was very smart, and I definitely think it's a really necessary shade in a palette like this. Awesome, now that we have that laid down, I am gonna pick up a more precise brush. This is my favorite brush for the outer corners. This is the E47 Shader Crease Brush from Sigma. I'm gonna dip back into that shade that I was just talking about, All Natural, and I'm going to deepen up the outer corners using this brown shade. See how perfectly this brush just hugs the outer corner without fluffing shadow out too much. So now we're going to deepen up these outer corners for real. I'm going to dip into this black shade Splurge using the same brush. I want to pick up just a little bit because I do not know how pigmented this is. I'm going to focus this again just on the outer corners. All right, so that is pigmented and it is blending pretty well so far. Guys, this Bad Habit eyeshadow primer is everything. I absolutely love it. I'm keeping this pretty tight. I'm not going too far out at all. I want to keep this really on the outer corners. I am bringing it just a little bit into the crease, but not much. That is an intense black, you guys. Like, look at that. And it's not patchy at all. It's super opaque, super easy to blend. Now I know this look looks crazy right now, but you gotta trust the process. I do have an idea in mind. Perfect, so we're gonna take my favorite flat shader brush from Metallics. This is again the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection, the JH41. I don't know what I did before I owned this brush, you guys. It is so good. I'm going to dip into the shade New Money. I'm going to use it because I love this green, deep smoky shade. I think it's super unique and stunning. I am debating if I want to try it dry first, which I normally do. I'm a little bit afraid of fallout, but we're just going to go ahead and do it and try it out. Again, very tight, not really going into the crease. So this one does have quite a bit of fallout, which is my fault. I knew what I was doing trying it dry. I'm gonna pick up more of that shade and then I am gonna spray some setting spray on it just to kind of keep it intact. Much better, much easier to use, so I would suggest some setting spray with that one. Beautiful. I'm loving this so far. I think it's super cool. This green shade is stunning. I'm obsessed, and I don't have anything that looks like quite like this in my collection. The reason why I wanted to create a little bit more of a more smoky, daring look with this is because I think when people see it, they're gonna think that it looks very neutral, that it's the same, that you're not gonna be able to create a lot of different looks with this, but that's really not the case. I think that there is a lot that you could do with this palette, and I really wanted to show the dimension of it. All right, so yeah, definitely the side that I sprayed my brush, I have no fallout of any kind. So I think that that is kind of essential with this. Let me see if I can just brush this away. I'm super nervous. I'm gonna dip into some of my La Mer, the powder, which I am running out of, to see if I can brush this away without smearing any of my shadow. All right, you guys, so that was almost a complete mess. Do not use New Money without spraying your brush first or laying down some setting powder. Otherwise, you will create a bit of a mess for yourself, but the shade is absolutely stunning and I'm in love with it. All right, so now I need to figure out what shade I'm gonna put on the rest of my lid. I think I'm gonna dip into this shade right here, 24 Karat. I think it kind of matches the rest of the shades that I'm using, and I think it will blend well into this deeper green. So I'm gonna take my same flat shader brush, I'm gonna clean it off on this color switch that I got off of Amazon for super cheap. I think I got it for like $6 and it works like a charm. So I'm gonna dip into that shade 24 Karat and I'm definitely gonna be spraying my brush. Oh my gosh, that is so golden and so pretty. But this one, even though I sprayed my brush, I am getting some more fallout. I think with a lot of these shades, you guys are gonna wanna do your eye makeup first before putting on your face makeup. Rookie mistake. But it looks so cool with that New Money shade next to it. All right, you guys, despite the fact that I have some fallout going on, this is absolutely stunning. This is probably one of the most unique looks I have created in a while. I absolutely love the fact that this literally reminds me of money. When I look at these colors, I feel like I just smeared a dollar bill or $100 bill all over my eyes, put an imprint on my face, and I was like, money. Like, this reminds me of money. Luxurious, rich. It is such a stunning collection of colors so far. I am in love. Again, my only qualm is the fact that I do think that you do need to lay down a healthy amount of setting powder when using these more metallic foiled shades, or do your makeup before you put on your face makeup, because I fear I may have ruined my makeup a bit. I have a lot of fallout going on right now, but I'm gonna finish the eye look. I will clean it up and then we will reassess. So let's go ahead and work on the lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take all natural here and just bring that all over the lower lash line. I'm gonna use my Sigma E47 brush, dip into that, and I'm just gonna use that on the lower lash line. All right, so now that we have the lower lash line done, let's go ahead and work on the inner corners and on the brow bone. I am going to take my JH39 brush, and I think I'm actually, what shade do I want to use here? I dip into this shade right here, Maxed Out. I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. Spray my brush, because we have learned that that is essential with this palette. I think this is going to be very bright, so let's go for it. Oh yeah, that is beyond reflective. I love it. I'm obsessed. So I think I'm gonna wait on until we dip into the highlight palette to highlight on the brow bone, and then we'll just play with some highlights. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara, try my best to clean up some of this fallout that I have, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so let's dive into the 24 Karat Gold Dust Highlighter Palette. So again, here are all of the shades. They are beautiful. I literally could mix all of them, and I think I would be totally satisfied. But I think based on the look that I created, I'm going to stick with these two right here. I want to use Like a Lady and After Hours, and I'm going to layer them. I want to start off with the shade Like a Lady. I'm going to take my JH0, what is this, JH09. That is gorgeous. Now, first impressions, I really like how this is sitting on the skin. I don't feel like this is exaggerating any texture. This is just very glowy. I barely tapped my brush in. That is stunning. It looks wet. It is so reflective and gorgeous. Like, are you kidding me? This is like a glowing, obsessed goddess person's dream, if that even makes any sense. If you love highlight and you love to glow, you will absolutely love this palette. For that shade alone, $22, yes. Let's go ahead and, you know what, no, let's layer the gold shade. Let's use PJ. We're gonna put that on top. Just to kind of, like, are you joking? That is beautiful. Oh, the glow is real. I'm gonna take this flat brush here. This is the JH10 brush. This is perfect for a very snatched nose highlight. I'm gonna start off with the same thing, going with Like a Lady, and I'm just gonna kind of stamp that down the bridge of my nose here. It is so beautiful. I think I might have just found my new favorite highlighting palette. You guys, this highlight is to die for. This is so glowy. I feel so like glowy and luxurious, and I think that the packaging and the color story and the collection of colors here and just the way that this was thought out definitely gives you that feel. I think it's spot on with the name, the vibe that you get. This is beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and take After Hours, the shade right here, and I'm just gonna put that on the brow bone right here. I'm just gonna stamp that on. This isn't the brush I would usually use for this, but whatever. All right, so to finish this look off, I'm gonna take some of the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. So final thoughts, I think that this collection is absolutely stunning. For the price, I am just kind of shocked. Again, I think the biggest surprise here for me, and I shouldn't say surprise, but the wearability and the actual uniqueness of this palette might be shocking to some of you, because as you can see, the eye look that I created, a lot of people wouldn't expect that to come from this palette because it is so neutral and it looks so golden, and in pictures I feel like people mistake it for very one-dimensional, but it is not. You can create a look like this, or you could go very neutral. The three matte shades in here are absolutely stunning. The only thing is, like I said, when I was creating this look, is that when you're using some of these foiled or these metallic shades, number one, you absolutely have to use them wet, otherwise you will get a ton of fallout. Even some of the shades more of like the foiled pressed glitters, you still get some of that fallout. So number two would be that you maybe want to do your eye makeup first, or lay down quite a bit of setting powder under the eyes if you don't like to do it that way, just to make sure that you're not ruining your makeup, because I almost did that. But again, I can't, it's not enough for me to say this palette isn't good, because it is absolutely stunning. I am mildly obsessed, and I cannot wait to dip into the other shades and see what I can create. They are absolutely beautiful. I'm totally impressed, Amber. This is a beautiful eyeshadow palette, and it truly does feel very stunning. The Gold Dust Highlight palette, I can't, like, are you seeing this? If you love a very intense glow, then this is for you. What I love about this, again, is that it doesn't exaggerate texture. It melts into the skin. It looks very reflective, very beautiful. You can build it up, but I will tell you, this is a one swipe kind of deal. You will get some major intensity from it. I just love these shades. These are my favorite types of highlight shades. Absolutely stunning. For 22 bucks a piece, you really can't go wrong. I think that the price point is great. The quality is fantastic. I love the packaging. It feels very heavy, sturdy, luxurious. You get the mirrors inside. Congratulations, Amber. This is a beautiful collection. I am a huge fan. I hope that you come out with more, because I am intrigued and I love it. And I would definitely definitely recommend this to my subscribers. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about the look that I created. Did you pick up this collection? Were you waiting for more reviews to come out? I am trying to curate what I want to put into my 5,000 subscriber giveaway, which will be coming very soon. And I think that I might want to give these away because I like to give away what I love. So we will see. The price point is great. Again, I'm so in love and I am so happy with this. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, share it, and of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you love me and you want to show me the utmost affection, hit that bell button so that you get notifications when I upload brand new videos just like this one. I love you guys so much and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.